I don't know why I opened just chatting. Why did I do that? I missed a wee. Anyway, hi everyone, how we doing? How we doing? Yes, I see that some of you found the stream chicken redeem, and I fear I didn't completely set it up properly, but thank you for hitting that cute little button. Anyway, Hiya, Omni. Glory to our Queen Priscilla. Yes, glory to me. Glory to me as always. I hope you're all doing well today. Oh, give Hina a treat? Okay, I'm leaving. I made it! I was looking all over the house, chat. Did you miss me? I couldn't find nor hide nor hear of her for so long. She wasn't in any of her usual spots. It was crazy. It was so wild. She wasn't outside in her Casio sunning herself. She wasn't on one of her... You thought your stream froze? Hi, Eve. They redeemed the Give Hina treats to redeem. They can do that once a stream, and I just have to leave and find Hina and give her a treat. No, your stream didn't freeze. I froze. If anything. No. Hi, welcome in, Eve. We haven't started. You're just in time. Oh, I was going all over the house. I was looking everywhere. Yes, we love Hine. I base a lot of my on-stream ego on Hine's own arrogance and ego. It's very, very fun. And I was looking all over the house. I was looked outside to see if she was sunning herself out on the concrete, as she is wont to do. She has 2 chairs in the lounge that she has designated her thrones. She wasn't on either of those. Yesterday she was trying out sleeping in the younger brother's room. She wasn't in there, even though apparently it was really good sleeping there. She was in the garage, chat. Why was she in the garage? I don't know. Her toilet's there. She wasn't using it. I don't know why she'd go in the garage to hang out, but she is. I guess the fact is that the garage does have the office, so Mum and Dad are both working in there right now, and she's hanging out. But she was very excited to get treats in the garage because she never gets fed in the garage. It's always charming when you get food in a place you've never had food before, you know. But yes, how are we all doing today, gang? We're doing one of the subathon reward streams today. I wanted to just do a silly quiz stream where we do a bunch of fun little quizzes. Yeah, it wasn't private time at all. She had 2 people in there working with her. Not private at all, just very confusing and hard to find if you're not in the know. But she did her beautiful, hi Jaws, welcome in. A hydrate, thank you, thank you. I cleaned my water bottle yesterday, so it's all nice. I don't put my water bottle in the dishwasher because it's a glass water bottle and I don't want to damage it. So what I do is I get like, I fill it full of hot water and vinegar and I just let it soak. And then I do the same with the lid because the lid completely detaches, and I put that in a bowl with hot water and vinegar and just let it soak. And then I leave it for a day and then I rinse it out. And it works really well. But hi. So it's all nice and clean now. I have a lot of cleaning I need to do, to be quite honest, but it's always good to know that your water isn't hurting you. I used to have another really nice water bottle, but I forgot to clean it and it got moldy. So now I have the glass ones, which are nice, don't get me wrong. They have little markers on them that tell me how much water I should be drinking. But it's just a bit annoying. Oh, I've been told to check my DMs by a dear friend, Comrade Mudkips. Hi, Comrade Mudkips. Hi, how you doing? Welcome in, first time chatter. Lovely to see you. How you doing today? I've been told to check DMs by my little friendy friend. Yeah, don't worry, Endeavour, I won't click on that. I won't actually dox myself. You're alright? You have a question for me? Oh, go on. If I'm not comfortable with the question, I'll let you know, but feel free. Go ham, you know how it is. You like Mudkips? I'm actually not a super huge Pokemon fan. But I do like the Mudkip design, quite honestly. They're very charming. I won't say I dislike them. Conrad Mudkips, you're among friends here. We will accept a little Mudkip. I mainly have the Pokemon personality quiz because my dear friend Jewel. You're back in. Yes. I passed the test. Oh my god, I'm already passing a quiz and I haven't even started. I mainly have the Pokemon personality quiz because my dear friend Jules suggested it for this stream. And I was like, that sounds so fun. I love personality quizzes. The ordinance marks me safe. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Mudkips, for just checking on my eligibility. But welcome in. In honor of you, we will start with the Pokemon personality quiz. One of the 300 most popular Pokemon, which one are you? This quiz measures your personality based on 6 different traits. Honesty / humility. Endeavour! I knew the Pokemon section of this would make people really, really heated. Emotionality, extroversion, and agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness to new experiences. Oh, it's something to do with it's a STEM personality model. That's fine, I don't mind. Your personality's unique traits based on the 6 traits listed above. Your primary type, as well as your top 4 closest matching types. The number 1 Pokemon that matches you, as well as your top 10 closest matches. The quiz is 54 questions and should take about 15 minutes to complete. We'll see about that. The more honest your questions, the more accurate your result will be. Part 1 is I questions. Please select how often you think each statement applies to you. I pretend to be someone I'm not. Well, sometimes. Sometimes life makes you be someone you're not. You know? So you just have to pretend. It's the autism, babes. You mask. You do it. We all do it. I want someone to sit with me and comfort me when I'm upset. Yeah. When I was quite young and I would have my quote unquote tantrums, I would stomp up to my room, and I would always get very upset that no one would follow me, even though I had hidden away in my room. I feel good about myself these days. These days I often do. Yeah, I am a lot happier these days. Absolutely. I wasn't as a teenager. I was quite upset, but I've become a lot more stable, and I think that's good. When someone makes mistakes, I tell them what they did wrong. It depends, honestly. It really does depend, because it depends on what the mistake is and like how serious the situation is. I'd say sometimes. I plan ahead so I'm not stressed at the last minute. Often. Yeah, I do try and plan ahead quite a lot. I have my moments, though, we'll say that. I enjoy talking to people who have different worldviews from mine. Almost always, yeah. I love learning about different perspectives. You must move to the next target. Understandable, comrade. Understandable. I believe in you. I believe in you and your important duties. I follow the letter of the law. This one's tough. Chat. How do I answer if I follow the law, but only because I am trying to stay safe and not because I believe in it? Should I still answer do I still answer? Because I feel like this question is assuming things about me. Sometimes, yeah, I feel like this question is assuming things about me. Because, yep, thank you for stopping by, Mudkips. It was lovely seeing you. What a lovely first-time chatter who just popped in for no reason. That was very cute. That was very cute. Mudkips, I'll always remember you. Yeah, I often only really am following the law insofar as a safety thing. More than actually agreeing with it. It's just like, it's often it's a lot of laws are very, I know that they have to like be written to cover a big, you haven't left yet? Oh, I can still hear his voice. If you could ignore it, you would? Yeah, if it was more safe for me to ignore specific rules and laws, I would, yeah, absolutely. But, my lifestyle is precarious. We'll say that much. I worry about many things outside of my control. Oh my god! In this economy? In this world? Of course I do! Thank you for the follow, Mudkips. I appreciate it. You're an angel. A little angel, Mudkip. Lovely having you here. Almost always. Yeah, I can't go higher than that, Endeavour. I guess the assumption is that it's sometimes you mustn't be worrying. I express my opinions during group discussions. Now, yeah, I don't worry when I'm sleeping. Yeah, absolutely. Except, I think I do because I have like very interesting stress nightmares. So I think I still do worry then. Random book line. Oh, he got me. He got me. Let's do one of our non-fictions. I've got some fiction. I've got fiction books and I've got non-fiction books. Let's do one of my non-fictions because I've mostly been doing memoirs and fictions for you guys. This one is from Femina, A New History of the Middle Ages Through the Woman Written Out of It. I picked it up because I enjoyed their previous book that I'd read about saints. Let's see. Oh, apologies if I'm blocking the camera with the book, guys. I'm not meaning to. Here we go. Here's a fun one. It's about the Vikings. Texts can prove unreliable when trying to access historical facts about the Viking Age, but archaeology paints a different picture. Rather than dirty, violent, and barbaric finds from burials consistently show that Viking people were fastidious about their appearance. Tweezers, combs, and air scoops for removing wax were frequently placed in graves. The importance of washing regularly is even preserved in the Old Norse term for Saturday, Lager Day, or Bathing Day. The importance of washing regularly. When Viking individuals arrived in new locations or met with people from other cultures, to most they would have appeared well-groomed, well-travelled, and exotic. This was reinforced by the fashions both men and women favoured. That wasn't a book line, that was a whole paragraph, but I find when it comes to non-fiction as opposed to like memoirs and fiction, it's less that I want to read just a line. Usually the whole paragraph feels good. More, and I kind of just pretend that that's a line. It's a very good book. I'm slowly making my way through it. Where were we? I express my opinions during group discussions. Now that's still... I would say I do. Yeah, often. I'm very good at opinions, actually, yeah. People say that I'm very patient. Chat, would you say I'm patient? Chat, would you call me a patient woman? A patient person? I don't know if I would. I would categorically not. I am patient? Really? Shock and awe. Especially when it comes to rough games. Oh, that's sweet. Ask you many questions and you never get mad. That's true. I play FF14. You play FF14. That game seems like a slog. You go way longer on those rough games than I would. You know what? You're right. I am very patient. Thank you, chat. Often. We'll say often. I push myself very hard to reach my goals. Yeah, well, you've seen me actually push myself too hard to reach my goals in the past, chat. And have to have breaks. It's a bit of a problem. But it's also fun. It's also fun. We only have one life, and it's so... I want to savor every moment of it. You know? I want to take every chance that comes my way. I want to learn about the culture and history of lots of other countries. Yes! I love that shit! I love learning. I love different perspectives and views and all that sort of shit. Fuels me. I feel like I deserve more respect than the average person. What do they mean by this? Are they trying to ask if I'm arrogant, or are they trying to ask if the average person is dumb? Like, this is a very odd question to me. I feel like I deserve more respect than... I think I'm a very reasonable person. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. I can feel it. I do apologize if I... Oh my god. I only do explosive sneezes. Agreeing as a negative? Yeah, I think that as soon as you view yourself as more important than other people, then that's a problem. Almost never. Feel depressed or like I'm a burden to others? Sometimes, yeah. It's hard not to. It's hard not to when you're disabled and you can't keep a job. Yeah. I would rather have a job that requires active social interaction than work alone. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Because I I really enjoy socializing as long as the other person is respectful. I used to work at like a thrift shop, like a charity thrift shop, and I would work with this lovely younger girl, and I would work with this lovely. My manager was also really lovely. She was so nice and considerate, and I really missed that job, but I couldn't do it regularly, unfortunately. But it was really nice just chatting with them about anything and everything. They were very cool people. My attitude towards those who treat me poorly is forgive and forget. No! No! Resent and remember! Oh. Oh, I am so bad at forgetting when people treat me poorly. And quite frankly, I think if someone treats you poorly and then when you bring it up and they go and they just dismiss it, I think you should remember that. If they apologize and very sincerely and it doesn't become like a passion, oh, and it doesn't become like a passion, I would say that you need to remember what they've done to you, because that's just basic self-worth. You deserve better than that, you know? I have a hard time staying organized at work. You've been told you're too forgiving at times. You do read that as a bit sometimes too, Omni. I do think you need to get a bit more of a backbone, but you're actually getting better. I will say that, Omni. You are getting more confident about who you are, and I'm glad to see that. I have a hard time staying organized at work. Yeah, I'm very distractible. I am a distractible person. I try to stay focused. But you know how it is sometimes. You appreciate that? It's all good, Omni. It takes a lot of time and work to gain confidence, and clearly you are working at that and taking care of yourself. I mean, you've posted in the server about all the things you're working on and progressing in your life. You're doing all sorts of cool things. I loved seeing the little greeblies you posted recently. They were so cool. I spend time creating art, making music, or writing creatively. I mean, I don't. Quite frankly, I don't. I have a creative brain, I know that. But, I don't actually use it very often. I probably should. I just get very perfectionist about things. I speak the absolute truth. Well, I'm always right. We know that much. And I can be very blunt. I'd say often. Often. I express my emotions openly. Almost always. I'm very emotionally open, I would say. In general, I am optimistic and cheerful. I think I'm a very optimistic person, inherently. Yeah, absolutely. If someone says that I'm wrong, I immediately argue with them. If someone says that I'm wrong, and they're like a friend, and it's like a jokey scenario, I'll usually be like, oh, clearly you would never say that about me. But if it's like something that's someone says that it's actually wrong, like it's an actual thing, I usually ask why they say so. Like, I want to know their viewpoint. I don't usually argue, disagree. Yeah, I usually don't argue with them right away. I want to know why they're thinking that. I want to know where they're coming from. People tell me that I'm a perfectionist. I mean, I tell myself I'm a perfectionist, but what do you guys think? This is a you directed part. I think I am. I think I would say I'm a perfectionist, yeah. I'm perfection? I mean, you're right, obviously. I am willing to explore ideas that might be considered radical or unconventional. Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I love owning expensive things. Now, you do try to make things go perfectly. Yeah, yeah. I like things to meet a certain standard of quality, you know? I wouldn't say I love owning expensive things. I much prefer owning things that are aesthetically pleasant and like functional. So I'd say sometimes, because it depends. Sometimes expensive things are good. I'm very afraid of physical danger. Well, I'm a femme, so I do have a propensity to freeze. What's lots of expensive gothic Lolita clothes? Exactly. Those are the expensive things that I love owning. Actually, Omni, most of my Lolita is sweet Lolita. I'm quite cutesy and pink IRL. Very afraid of physical danger. I would say sometimes. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am a sweet Lolita more IRL. Yeah, I wasn't sure it would work for a character, a VTube character with my personality. And I wasn't really sure how to make it, like, click. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I actually haven't worn Lolita in a while because it's really quite made for skinny people, and I'm currently not skinny. I feel like I'm unpopular. Sometimes. It's hard to break out of the high school brain. We'll say that much. My opinions can be flexible when people disagree with me. Oh yeah, often. Yeah, I am happy to listen to what people have to say about their own views. Gorgeous all the same? Thank you. I do appreciate that. I try to be as accurate as possible at work, even if it takes a long time. Yep. Very. I enjoy reading an encyclopedia or a textbook. Now, sometimes on occasion, I will open the encyclopedia and look for a word I don't know. However, I find that a lot of textbooks and encyclopedias, the writing is so... Well, encyclopedias are just words and definitions. But, like, textbooks are so dry that you're not actually, like, retaining the information, so it doesn't feel, like, very useful. I brag about myself. Oh, yes! I love bragging about myself. It's so fun. I keep calm during emergencies. That's interesting. I actually did a first aid course when I was in high school. It's expired by now. And they did like a scenario where they like pretended there had been a car accident and we had to go out and show how we would behave to deal with it. And I think I did really well at staying calm. I think as long as the emergency isn't surrounding my own like physical health, I do pretty well. In social situations, I usually make the first move. Yeah, it seems to be that way. I get angry easily. I mean, I do get angry, but doesn't everyone? Hilarious. I only keep calm when the emergency's happening to me specifically. That's an interesting point, Eve. There's like a different way of feeling about it. Like, I could actually argue that I keep calm during emergencies surrounding myself as well. Because there have been situations where I've just been like, yeah, whatever, and just moved on, and everyone else has been panicking. I think there's like a factor to it where it's like, this is my body, I know it, it's fine. Like, you have like a different level of knowledge about the safety of how you're doing. Like, feel like you have more control, and so it's easier to be calm, I guess. I get angry easily. I think... Like, I'm a good at anger, but I'm not, like, angry easily. I act on impulse without thinking about it first. Sometimes. There has been on occasion where a cute girl has asked me to do something with her, and I have just jumped to do it because it's a cute girl. So there is an impulse to there. Do you get angry easily? Does someone look at you weird and you're like, what the heck was that for? What the heck? No, not usually. I'm actually like... I'm a very calm person and very optimistic person, I think. And it has kept me going quite well. Cute girls should be an exception. Yes, you get it, babe. Must head out and study biochemistry. Take care, glorious one. Of course. Good luck with the chem. I hope you have a lot of fun and learn cool things. I think discussing philosophy is boring. No. Philosophy's fucking fun. And I was literally discussing philosophy like with giddy glee with Honey the other day. It was gorgeous. I had so much fun. Oh, we finished part 1. Part 2. Part 2. What kind of music do you prefer to listen to? Please check the boxes next to the answer that fit you best. You can select as many answers as you like for each question. I like a lot of music. It's a problem, maybe. I think that's it. What kind of book do you prefer to read? I think that's it. I should be reading out what I'm clicking, shouldn't I? What kind of music do you prefer to listen to? I've clicked R&B or hip-hop, rock or metal, pop or country, dubstep or techno. There's a lot of fun music out in the world. It's hard not to pick so many categories. What kind of book do you prefer to read? Historical fiction or non-fiction? Yep. Non-fiction mostly. I don't really do historical fiction. Non-fiction, absolutely. Mystery thriller. I wish horror was also there, like slash horror. That would be nice. What kind of physical activity do you prefer? Oh, this is always funny. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Walking. Yeah, walking is generally what I'm able to do. I should go for a walk today, actually. It's nice out, and it's not too hot. Maybe after stream. Hiking and rock climbing, weight training, meditation and yoga, team sports. Ugh, not team sports. Ugh, gross. Going outside, no thanks. I live in a really unpopulated area right now, so it's actually not the worst. I actually see animals and enjoy nature, and it's lovely. Previously though, I lived in a suburb. What do you typically do at family gatherings? Oh my god, I don't think I've been to a family gathering in at least a decade or more. Newsflash, I don't like a lot of my family. I would usually do this. I would just watch people. I didn't like them, so I would just sit in the back. I sit back and watch everyone. It was a non-issue. Whenever I tried to talk to people at things, there would always be like someone going, disagreeing with me on something, and I'd be like, well, what's the point if none of you are going to listen to me? What kind of career would you most like to have? Oh, that's the dream, isn't it? That sounds annoying. Yeah, it was really fucking annoying. And luckily, I have a situation where I was able to cut off my extended family, and it didn't cause a big drama with my the family that I live with, which is very lucky. I have been incredibly lucky throughout my life in regards to how people have been able to care for what I've been dealing with. Yeah. What kind of career would you? I would really have liked to do something creative. There's a box here that there's a box that's not here that I would have really liked to have. There should be a box for something educational. I really, when I was younger, wanted to be an archivist at a museum, specifically to do with cultural items and art items. I thought that would have been really cool. But there's nothing like that. Falls out of trash. You've arrived for the quizzes. Welcome in, Zach. Welcome in. We're still only doing the first quiz. You're perfectly in time. We're doing the Pokemon personality quiz. A friend sent to me for this reward. Yeah, they don't have anything education or research focused. It's kind of wild. Why do we hate having brains? For real! What's wrong with having brains? They're delicious. Anyway, what kind of person annoys you the most? This really bugs me. People who talk about themselves and don't listen. If all you do is talk about yourself and don't listen to what other people are saying, well, what are you doing? That's not socializing. That's an ego trip. And people who criticize the things I say are really annoying too. You can disagree. You can have a different perspective. But criticizing? That's rude. Oh, I'm sure you're not that bad, Zach. I know the autism brain can make it so that we go on and on about our interests for a while, but I think it's it's definitely like a craving to for connection. You just want people to hear who you are and what you enjoy, and it's not really not wanting to listen. It's more like wanting other people to listen to you for once, you know? What kind of food do you most enjoy? Ooh. I love the meat. I like meat, chat. I like meat. I like that meat. Meat. I like meat. It feels filling. I also like bready stuff. I like bread a lot too. I like biscuits that are like bread, you know, like gingerbread biscuits. Those are nice. The way you would just check every box. Right? Food is so good. Guys, the way food is so amazing once you stop being a slave to your picky brain and start trying. The way you just open your heart and everything is magical when it comes to eating. That's overextending it. There are foods I'm still never gonna enjoy, but you know, I do like the sweets too, though. I really like lemon. Lemon is nice. That's not sweet, but you know what I mean. What do you think is the most important thing when raising children? That's a question, isn't it? You need to lay out the sweets yourself. Oh, you're getting a bit of the chunk. You're getting a bit of the sweets chunk. It's easy to fall into. I fear. just make home a happy and comfortable place for them. It's really, really important, honestly. It's vital. I can check multiple boxes, but that's so important. How could you ever not check that one, you know? You want to give them a variety of options so they can decide for themselves? Yeah, absolutely. You need to make sure that they are finding their own path. Teach them habits that will keep them healthy and safe from harm. Yep. Absolutely. And this one too. I hate to be one of those back in my day people, but I fear that a lot of people aren't taught how about delayed gratification that comes from hard work. And it's concerning, quite frankly. I hate to be one of those back in my day sort of bitches, because generations are kind of made up. They're a tool to make it so that we separate ourselves from other humans and view them as a different group. But I think it's really important to be aware of some of the issues that are happening in the current ways kids are experiencing the world. What says your ideal date? Going out for ice cream sounds nice. Honestly, that sounds really nice. I wouldn't be able to wear anything too nice, though. Otherwise, it would be like, what if I drop my ice cream and then my dress is ruined forever? Go and see a concert or comedy show. I would love to see a comedy show. Concert, I'm not so sure, because they have the flashy lights, and that could be dangerous. But a comedy show would be really nice. An important historical site or a natural wonder of the world. Yes, that would be really nice. That would be so lovely. What kind of home would you prefer to live in? Ooh. Ooh. A mid-sized home with room for a study and all my collections. Sure. A beautiful villa with a garden, a pool, and a large library. Sort of. I don't want a pool. Pools are a lot of pools are a lot of water wastage, and I don't want to be part of that. I'm not so sure about a cabin, because it would be very dangerous if we had flooding or anything. I would like nice roommates too. It would be nice to have roommates. What's your favorite subject to study? Oh, don't make me choose. Don't make me choose. Well, it's not going to be these ones. Sorry, gang. I don't like these bitches. These bitches aren't allowed to sit with me. Physics, technology, mathematics, get away from me. You aren't my friends. I'm sorry. I can't be having with these girls. They do me dirty every time. Visual arts or literature? Absolutely. I love that shit. Biology, psychology, or medicine? I love biology. I love psychology. I love medicine. Medicine's really cool. Ugh, medicine is so cool. World cultures? Yes. History, languages? Yes, absolutely. Music, dance, or other performing arts? That's so funny, because I'm literally taking singing lessons right now. Fate. Oh my god. Woodworking, agriculture, other practical trades. Those would be good skills to have, absolutely. All good skills. And we're just gonna ignore that last one. That last one, she's not real. is the most beautiful to you? Oh, I really like the ocean. Have you guys ever seen the ocean? I cannot recommend it enough. Just this massive beast of a thing that you can't trust, and it's just so, so gorgeous. Look in the mirror, huh? Got him. Zach, oh my god. You fucking got me. A meadow with baby animals playing together. That's such good timing. It's literally spring where I am right now, so there's like baby lambs in every field. Spring field full of colourful flowers. Yes. Peaceful, quiet, freshly fallen snow. Absolutely. I like beautiful nature stuff that is kind of dangerous at the same time. So snow is dangerous, and so of course I love that. The ocean's dangerous, and I love that too. You're particular about a sunset? I don't see sunsets very often because of all the plants. They get in the way. But they can be quite nice. What kind of person would you most like to spend time with? Oh. How do I choose? Oh, well, not this one. Not this one, chat. Ha 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 ha. Someone who tells funny jokes and likes to play games? Yeah, I love a jokester. Someone not afraid to tell how that is? Absolutely. Someone willing to listen and empathize with me? Yeah, that would be nice. Someone from far away who tells interesting stories? Yep. Now, gentle, calm, and quiet is really nice, except I get really nervous because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. How do I get them talking? What do I do? Gosh, you're ticking all the boxes? Zach, what are we? What is your fashion style? Bright, colourful, and fun. Little rebellious, unique, eye-catching. Yeah. Keep thinking Koa from Day Everything. That's the coffee machine, isn't it? She's so cute. I really like her. I get the feeling that... Hang on. I feel like I remember something about... Now he's the coach? What was I thinking? Koa, Day Everything. Oh, you're right. It's the couch. Why does he... What? He looks Polynesian. Oh, he's from Hawaii. Of course. Of course. Now, what was I thinking about? You want the big couch cuddles? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, get her, girl. Get that. Dom Den. Sorry, I'm looking at the voice actor for the coffee machines. Oh, she's Australian. No wonder she sounds similar to what I'm used to. I thought she was a Kiwi. I get all upfront and huffy when someone calls me Australian, but like, we do sound similar. I just get to sound huffy because it's how dare you, you know? It's our job to be huffy about being compared. What kind of pet would you most like to have? Oh. I don't want a well-behaved cat. Excuse me. That's not a normal cat. I want a cat that's a mess. Thank you very much. You get compared to American? Oh, I'm sorry, babe. How did they do that? Australian and American sounded completely different. That's weird. I just have... See, I like cats, but I don't like... Americans have too many accents. Yeah, your country's too damn big. Make your country smaller. That'll solve your accent problem. I'm picking the cat, but I'm assuming that the cat will eventually come out of its shell. And stop being well behaved. Because that happens, you know? You just say you're autistic and that shuts them up. Hell yeah! If they're going to be weird, we'll be weird too. Each state is basically a country in and of itself. Yeah, you guys, each of your states is like, it's very similar to like every country in Europe just being right next to each other, but like on a continent. Like, it's very weird. You guys are weird. What role do you typically play on a group or a team? I try to be the coordinator, I think. And I usually get things done too. I'm a good analyst, you say? I have many hats, I fear. I have many hats. Many hats. If you could visit any place on Earth, where would you go? Oh, any place on Earth? Just cool and diverse, how dare. I know, right? How dare I be so cool and interesting and multifaceted. It's honestly ridiculous. I don't really want to go to the city. I don't like cities. Cities upset me. Oh, that would be cool though. I'd love to go to a volcano. Almost like I'm a three-dimensional character. Right? Almost like I'm like a No. Okay, here's the thing, Zach. I'm actually like deathly afraid of space. I'm actually very terrified of space. Space puts me in like, not fight or flight, but it does put me into freeze. Just thinking about it and how it could just like destroy us at any moment, and how the only thing that's stopping us from dying is that gravity exists. You know, it's space is scary. Space is very scary. But a volcano is okay. Both will kill me. I didn't say it was an active volcano that was gushing and everything. It's just a guy that's bubbling. Bubbling guy. Just bubbling. It's fine. A lot of things in the world can kill me, Zach. Some of them I'm less okay with than others. That's the fact of it. I would like to go... I'd like to go to one of those castles that's supposedly haunted. But in like the off season, when there aren't like massive ghost tours, so I can enjoy it properly. A quite peaceful village would also be really nice. The Winchester House? I don't know. I feel like it's overrated. It's not really a ghost house. It's a mad lady house. I mean like a place which had like actual ghosts. Like Wailing Woman and old photography of ghost women around the place. If you had one wish, what would you wish for? That's so funny putting on the multiple choice section. Oh. I don't know if I want most of these. The thing about wishes is once you got him, and it's like, well, now what do I do? You know? This will be fun though. Becoming amazingly talented at chosen skills. That would be really fun. Result. Oh! Look at all my numbers! They're all high! I got big numbers and everything. I'm simply so cool. I got big numbers. That means I got a good score, right? Electric! I'm electric type Pokemon. Electrics live life at high speed. They're highly energetic. Well, mentally, and I would be energetic if not for my body. Efficient multitaskers and can learn new skills quickly. Electrics have a strong sense of humor, compliment and encourage others often, and can spread joy wherever they go. Electrics also enjoy improvising and experimenting with new ideas. I'm like the electric Pokemon. You're like the fashion Pikachu. I would be such a good mascot Pokemon though. I would be so good at it. I would not let the power go to my head. However, because electrics are so fast-paced, they can get easily distracted and struggle to focus on one thing at a time. My subtypes are Poison, Fairy, and Ice. Oh, loves a good challenge, enjoys spending time with many friends. Risk endangering themselves recklessly. Yeah. Can cheer anyone up when they're sad, enjoy meeting different kinds of people, can get overwhelmed by decision-making. Yeah. Often appear sophisticated and refined, value beauty and focus on small details. Maybe too concerned with their public image. Oh, hi, Piranha! We just got our Pokemon match. Yeah, we're doing quizzes today. Oh, he's ugly. Guys, it's ugly! No, the worst result is that it could be an ugly one. No, my career is over. Next closest matches. Oh, so many of them ugly. It's cool, but it's not cute. I don't want to look like that. It's what's on the inside that counts. No. Alchemy. Yes, yes. Okay, this is me. We're the little cream Pokemon. Okay, guys, this is me. Ignore the other stuff. Ignore the other stuff. This is me. Absolutely. Nothing else here. Near matches. Oh, we got Jolteon. I do like the Eevee line. Hatterini? Hey, that picture is so hard to tell what's going on. Let me look up Hatterini. Hang on. I don't know this bitch. What is she? Psychic Fairy. What game did she come from? Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm looking at the picture. I'm just like, where did she come from? I don't know this one. Oh, Sword Shield and Scarlet Violet. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really play those ones. I haven't played a lot of Pokemon games, to be fair. I don't know a lot of them. She's a witch? Oh, I like that. Oh, I like the Alolan Raichu a lot. That's always been a fun design to me, so I'm cool with that. Zeb Striker? I love the zebra guys. They're really cool. And Tentacruel? Hell yeah! Incredible line right there. Love these little guys. Least compatible matches. Man, I can see them even less. They all look like... Oh, there's Marowak. You want to take this quiz now? I'll send it to you after stream so you can have a go. Actually, I'll post it. Piranha, it's in my Discord. It's in the suggestions tab. Hang on. There's a suggestions tab, and hang on. Under the suggestions tab, there's a thread called Quiz Stream, and that's where Jewel put the link for it. So you could give it a go if you wanted to. 100%. Something just fell over outside, but I will not be doing that. I will not be dealing with that. That's not my problem. It is an 18 plus server, so just take care, and I hope you're over 18. Because this is an 18 plus stream, and that's kind of the rules. Oh, but Marowak is cute. I always like... Sounded concerning. It's probably just the water tank measuring stick falling over. It does that when it's windy. No one ever thinks to go outside and make sure it's like laying on the ground when it gets windy, and it just does this every time. Marowak's cute though. I like seeing him. I like how they kind of goth. Well, that's one quiz out of the way. I'm happy with that result. I'm very happy with that result. Add me to your team in the video game, and if you get an Alcremie, you should name it after me. If you play the video game and get an Alcremie, you should name it after me as a treat. Teehee. And now the next quiz we have is the Radzar quiz. This is the autism quiz. We're gonna figure out if I have autism. Yahoo! I'm pretty sure I do. But you know, we do the quiz anyway because it's free. Which flavor and toppings? Oh fuck, I don't know. Hang on. Let me look this up. Piranha. I understand that this is important. This is super important. This is much more important than any autism quiz. You could even say that this is kind of autistic. Off to a great start. Thank you, Zach. You understand. Okay, it's Ruby Cream. No. Hang on. I think we're doing Ruby Cream. And, Love Sweet. Ruby Cream, Love Sweet. So if you make your Alcremie and you want to make extra like me, there's like 32 different combinations. Oh my god, is there a chart you can send me, Piranha, on the Discord? I will get back to you on that. Ruby Cream and Love Sweet. Yes. That's just from a chart I found like on the very first page of images. So I don't know if that's the most extensive. But I think it'll be very cute, and I think that fits me. So yes, if you get a little Alcremie and you feel like putting in the effort to make it Ruby Cream and Love Sweet, that's me. Name it me. You have to legally. Yeah, we were doing the autism quiz. I mean, if you can't, you have to argue that this is pretty autistic of me. Okay, please read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experiences during social interactions. Okay, so this is based on my vibes during social interactions. Okay. I am a sympathetic person. Yeah, I have been very sympathetic. True now and when I was young. It's 123 if you include the shiny. Piranha, please post the chart in the Discord so I can look at it extensively after stream and get you a much better and make sure that I am accurate on this one. I would very much appreciate that if you can. I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversations. No, I don't. No. I do end up singing to myself a lot, though. Is that the same? It doesn't seem to say it's the same. I am often surprised when others tell me I've been rude. True when I was younger. Now I just kind of assume I'm being rude all the time. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. True, when I was younger. I've realized that I have a very quiet voice now. I often don't know how to act in social situations. True, when I was younger. I am masking now. I feel like singing could be. I do it sometimes. Yeah. Lately I've been singing to myself. I've been singing Lady Gaga and Marina and the Diamonds a lot because I really enjoy how my voice sounds with it, and it's very fun. Especially, oh my god, especially the recent one by Marina, Cantissimo. Do you guys know that song? Cantissimo. Da, 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 da. Cantissimo. It's so fun. The way you were answering, I think we can just say yes and skip the rest. Hi, Lady Cat. Good evening. I found your stream searching 18 plus lesbian. This is an 18 plus stream and I'm a lesbian. Very accurate. Congratulations. Welcome in. We're doing a subathon reward stream. We just did a Pokemon personality quiz, and now we're doing the autism quiz. We've got a few more quizzes lined up. I'm very excited. But welcome in. I can put myself in other people's shoes. Now, I can't. Quite frankly, I can't. I have never been able to understand other people's perspectives. What I do, if someone tells me someone's feeling some way, I just assume I'll never understand it and I just accept what they're saying. Like, I'm never going to understand a lot of things. A lot of things are going to be completely out of my mental purveyance. That's an introduction. Yeah, it's a pretty good introduction, isn't it, babe? So before I follow any feminine identified streamers, I always ask two questions. Are trans women and are trans lesbians? Of course trans women are women. Are you joking? Of course they are. And are trans lesbians? Yeah? Look, if a woman is a woman, is a woman. And if a lesbian is a lesbian, is a lesbian. It's that simple. I'm actually non-binary myself, and I consider myself being a part of the transgender umbrella. Welcome in, Lady Cat. I passed the vibe check. Let's go. I did it. It's that simple, bitches. It's that simple. A woman is a woman is a woman. It's not my place to say who's what, you know? It's not my job. If someone tells me they're a woman, I go, yeah, you are. You just said you're a woman. That's all you need to do. If someone says they're a lesbian, I go, yeah, you are. You just told me you are. Trans lesbians is a new term I've now acquired. Yeah, this is the first time I've heard it too. And I was just like on board. It's learned something new. Yeah. It's new terms all around. And I think that's great. We're learning. I love when chat learns with me. But yes, as I say, I can't actually put myself in other people's shoes. I can never experience how other people experience life. What I can do is I can filter it through my own experiences. So now you'll understand why I ask these questions as I introduce myself. 44-year-old trans woman. Community elder. I shouldn't say elder, but like, you know, in the queer community, it's so exciting meeting people who are older than you and are like alive. You know? In a trans man relationship with another trans woman. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I hope you're together for years on years on years and you're always happy. Mum to 3 cats, 2 girls and 1 boy. Beautiful children. Love to see it. Name's a Swiss Miss. Yes, like the hot cocoa. That's adorable. Charcoal Marie. That's so elegant. Charcoal Marie. Such a socialite name. And Tiger John. Tiger John. That's beautiful. I will actually be turning 30 in December, and it's very exciting. To many more years. Yes, Piranha. To many more years. The dream of being queer is that you grow old and happy. That's what I always say. There's this weird current modern thing about people being old, and I don't understand it because growing old is such a gift. So many people don't get to grow old. It's a gift, it's an honor that you have managed to survive and let the haters seize. The haters shouldn't even be on your mind. Thank you for quoting me, Eve. I did spit facts. I did say beautiful things just then. The dream of being queer is that you grow old and happy. Exactly. It's just... yeah. It is the dream. It is absolutely. Actually, my partner and I just hit 10 years together back on the 1st. Holy shit, congratulations. Hang on. To celebrate... I'm going to do something crazy. To celebrate... because I want to celebrate with you. I'm going to give you a sub. So you don't have to deal with ads during this beautiful time. During this beautiful time in your life. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. Oh, hi, Hydra. Hi, Hydra. Oh my god. Welcome in, guys. I'm tearing up with joy and pride in the beautiful people that are in this world. Hang on, I need to shout them out. Oh, welcome, Raiders. How you doing? I'm crying. Hi, Queer Cryptid. How are you? We love queer people here, as evidenced by me crying over someone being with another woman for 10 long years. Ah. Oh. Oh, that's magical. Oh, I am so happy that you decided to join us, Lady Cat. It's an honor. Like the only person who gets my name right? That's because I used to read Homestuck. I'm used to weird writing. Marlil is so beautiful. It is, isn't it? I'm debuting a Halloween outfit. In October, and it's got updated rigging, so I'm very excited about that. Same artist. No problem, Lady Cat. We're celebrating you. We're celebrating your beautiful anniversary. I had to give you a sub. We got some beautiful tears going on. Yeah, I'm very weepy-eyed right now. Happily weepy-eyed. Heads up, you're an American, but a nice American. I had to assume you were nice if you're being pleasant in here. I always assume that people are nice until they prove me wrong, because I don't know what's going on in someone's life, you know? Also, thank you for the follow, Queer Cryptid. I really appreciate it. Yes, Eve is another lovely American. We have them. They exist. I know many of them. I will never assume that you're a moron and horrible just because you're American. That would be bigoted. I could never do that to you, hon. Oh. But welcome in, Raiders. I hope you had a lovely stream. What were you guys up to? Oh my god, another sub. Congratulations, Queer Cryptid. You're American, you hate it here? I'm sorry, Eve. I'm always rooting for you, Eve. You know that. Thank you for giving Queer Cryptid a gift sub, Striking Hydra. I appreciate you supporting both me and Queer Cryptid. Played a Grunt to Games today. Lots of Steam games, and we finished another Sonic game. Oh, hell yeah! I really need to play the Sonic games. I feel like I would find a lot of joy in them. I am a big supporter of Amy. I'm a big supporter of Blaze. I'm a fairly moderate supporter of Rouge. I know everyone loves Rouge. She's everyone's favourite. Is she Rouge or Rogue? I never know. I feel like Rouge is cuter, but she might be Rogue. Yeah, you love Sonic games, Zach. You're cool like that, though. There are a lot of, like, generational, like, milestone games. I had it right the first time. It's Rouge. That's excellent. I love that. I watched, back in the day, I watched some episodes of the Sonic X, was it? Where they were on Earth and there's the kid's house they're living in, the kid's mansion they're living in. And I was enamored by Rouge and that one cop lady. I can't, I'm never not thinking about their beautiful moments. The fact is Rouge is very bisexual, and I wish she got to interact with women more. But I'm more of a fan of Topaz and Rouge are definitely an item. Yes, absolutely. It's honest. Even you're ready to leave America. However, I don't know where I'd go. Your ancestral home is Scotland, yet here the UK and the Commonwealth countries are becoming more hostile, like the United States, of America and political stances, especially against LGBTQIA+, more specifically transgender folks. Yeah, it's actually getting a bit interesting over here. They haven't come for queer people yet over here, but we are part of the Commonwealth, and we do currently have a right-wing government. I'm in New Zealand. And they're currently fucking up with the economy, though, so not a lot of jobs, which isn't good for queer people either. You're about to move away from the capital, thankfully. Oh, good. We do love a Kiwi. Hell yeah! I love being Kiwi. I don't think I could live anywhere else. I would love to visit parts of the world, though. It's just, I am so used to this particular landscape, you understand? It fits me. It clicks. Yeah, I do hope that everyone I love in America, and everyone I just like, no, like you, Lady Cat, I hope everyone is safe and stays safe, and yeah. You lived in the US most of your life, but lived in Germany briefly as a kid? Oh, I've heard Germany can be nice, but a bit difficult. Like bureaucracy-wise, maybe? You sent the list? Thank you, Piranha. I do appreciate it. Oh, while we're milling about, I could look at it right now. What am I doing? I could literally look at it right now. Hey, looking at it on my phone. Sometimes I feel like the only one willing to stand and fight against hatred. Trust me, Lady Cat, you're not the only one. There's so many people who are angry and want the world to be better. Trust me on that, okay? I know it feels so easy to feel alone in this, but there are so many people who want the same things you do. I think we are sticking with the little hearts gems for the Alla Creamy. The Love Sweet, rather. Let me keep looking. The Love Sweet just feels right. Yeah, you're never alone. It's scary and it's very easy to feel isolated, but we understand the fears 100%. You want to stick around more, but you go to bed for work. Love and appreciate you. It was lovely seeing you, Hydra. Thank you for popping in, and thank you again for the gift sub to Queer Cryptid. It was lovely seeing you. Looking at this chart, I'm wondering if salted cream might work better. Salted cream, because it's a little more goth, and you know my vibes are a little bit dark like that. We were doing a quiz, weren't we, chat? Hydra's streamed for 10.5 hours. Hydra, what the fuck? How do you do that? How does anyone do that? That's insane. If he doesn't sleep, you're going to his house and putting him to bed yourself. Mia, you and me both Queer Cryptid. That's fucking insane. Oh my god. He is a madman, you're right. How did he keep going? I usually feel like I'm going to pass out at like the 4-hour mark at the very most. Yeah, salted cream heart sweet. Yes, Piranha, that's the one. If any of you do make that little alcremia and name me it, please post it in the Discord. I would love to see it. It would be so sweet. That isn't a pun. It would genuinely touch my heart. We were doing a quiz. Oh my god. Your partner would never let you. You've got a good partner, Zach, though. You've got a lovely person on your side, and I love that for you. Have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like the apple of my eye. No, but I read a lot of very interesting fiction when I was young, and I learned a lot about how words work in like an almost hyperfixaty way. I read a lot of Terry Pratchett, and he has some funny word games. Idioms can be hard regionally for sure. Yeah, idioms can be hard. I imagine I would not be as good at idioms that are outside the He was British, right? He's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Terry. So outside of the British idioms and New Zealand idioms and some Australian and American ones, I would be unaware, like completely baffled by other countries' idioms. But generally I approach like language sort of stuff like that as like, wow, that's so cool. And I try to figure it out. Like I try to like figure out like a puzzle. And I enjoy that. She's your carer. She cares so you don't have to. Oh, Zach. I'm sure she'd love it if you cared as well. For yourself, obviously. I know you're just goofing, but we love you and we want you to care for yourself as well. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. You're so cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very lovely. No. I like to surround myself with people who have very different interests. Although, hi Tushy, thank you for the head pats. Are they working? They are. They weren't working for a long time, chat. New people, you may not be aware of this, but the head pats weren't working for a while, but now they're back. They're back. Shout out to Endeavour for helping me with that. I'm not good with technology. Thank you, Queer. I appreciate that a lot. But hi, Tushy, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Redeemed break so easily, oh my goodness. They do, and it really upsets me because I like them a lot. I enjoy them. I like to talk to people. Yeah, I like to talk to people who have varied interests. I would like it if I had people who shared my interests too, but I understand that my interests can be a bit niche. I have found one of my very difficult interests is parasites, unfortunately. It's difficult to explain my joy for that to a lot of people because a lot of people are just very grossed out. You're just chilling and editing? Oh, good. Have a good chill. Are lurkers alright, by the way? Absolutely. Lurk away. Don't feel obligated to chat if you need to rest. Your bros broke the odds after a friend subbed, so you understand the breaking. Yeah, it's a struggle. Endeavour, stop teasing them! You and I wouldn't shoot them. I don't have a gun. Like Parasite the manga? No, like Parasite's the little creatures, Endeavour. Come on. The little greeblies. So lately I'm thinking about hookworms. You're a zoologist? You'll find out what parasites if you want to? Oh, that's lovely. I would love to do a stream where I just like do a deep dives on parasites with people. One of my long-term dreams is to set up like a hand cam stream where I dissect a bug. Like I have to freeze dry the bug so that it's okay to dissect because they're so fragile. But that would be really cool. Surely this wouldn't scare the viewers away. I focus on details rather than the overall idea. You're down for bug dissecting, Zach? Hell yeah! When you start streaming, you'll be doing little bits about and characteristic species that I think are neat. That sounds great. Zero? That was... Oh, that was your kitten. Hi, kitten. Hello. I hope you're enjoying the stream too, little sneaky watcher. I think I focused in details a lot, yeah. Yeah, you go lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, I'm having a great stream. Thank you, Queer Cryptid. It was good having you join us. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes. No. It's a combo. It's a combo deal. I miss my best friends or family when we're apart for a long time. That's a hard one. I do. But like... Okay, chat, tell me if this makes sense. I miss people, but I'm not stressed about it. Like I have object... like, I don't have object permanence when it comes to people sometimes. Does that make sense? I feel like, yeah. Yeah, like I don't always have, like, object permanence. That memory thing. You know how babies don't have that for a while? Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. Yup. Yup. Oh, I'm really good at that when when I'm not careful. When I'm not watching every fucking word that comes out of my mouth, I can be really good at that. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. Not only that. Although, I do find it very hard to engage when something isn't for me. Does that make sense? Like, I find it very, very difficult to engage. Like when I was playing Peak with friends, I was much more interested in slipping in the jellyfish than in climbing. But the game is about climbing, and if you don't climb, the fog gets you. But the jellyfish, and then I got lost because I wasn't paying attention. And I feel like this isn't related at all. This anecdote doesn't feel related, but like, I don't really pay attention very well to things that aren't interesting to me. Oh no, it's raining again. It's been raining a lot lately. I guess that's a good thing, because the water tank's never going to get empty. But it's also a bad thing, because we could get floods. Not in our area. We're just above the flood area, but, you know. Could be interesting. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. No, I feel very awkward alone. I feel like people are looking at me when I go out and do things on my own. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Yup. Impossible. I've been told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated. Yup. Others consider me odd or different. Yep. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Yeah. Love that these have when I was younger than 16 as an option. Yeah, it's I think it's related to the socialization. Like, a lot of people after that point start masking. And start appearing to sort things out, or it's like they've learned how to like navigate the world, and they weren't actually autistic, sort of thing. Like, I think there's something going there. Yeah, masking is very real. I feel like I have masked for most of my life. It's very hard to take it off. Very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. Yeah. Clothes texture is so important because it touches you all day. It touches you all day and all night. Not like that. But like, I wear sunglasses outside to help with it too. Good safety blanket. That's so clever. I don't actually like wearing sunglasses because what if I've picked this up from cats is I will like blink at people to tell them I'm having a good time talking. Like I picked that up from cats, and so if I've got sunglasses on, they can't tell if I'm blinking at them. There goes the water tank stick again. Oh, beautiful. It's on my window. Ah, I could go out and fix it. Or I could just live with it. But I really don't want to go out in the rain and the wind, so I just won't. You just can't always make eye contact. It's tiring. Yeah, I'm not often making eye contact, to be quite frank. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps you appear more normal. Yeah. Yeah, I do that subconsciously now, even. It can be very intimidating for me to talk with more than one person at the same time. Yeah, it can be intimidating, because, like, how do you manage them all? There's so many. Oh, this is a long quiz. Look at that bar. Look at that. Long quiz. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. Yeah. I'm a lot more outgoing and interesting in stream than I am IRL chat. We'll just say that much. On the internet, you're allowed to be weird. They let you be weird on the internet. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. You're going look mode, being very tired. That's okay. Rest well, Eve. It was good hanging out. We'll say when I started streaming, I've been more comfortable being weird openly. Yeah. It's like therapeutic almost. Yeah. I get highly confused and suddenly interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. I don't get confused. I get annoyed. I get angry. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. Yeah. Unless you directly tell me how you feel, I won't actually know. No one ever knows. I like having conversations with several people, for instance, around a dinner table, at school, or at work. Oh, with IRL friends, I don't see much anymore. I have to be so careful what I say and do because they'll just belittle me, so it was difficult to open up. Oh, that's fucked up. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad you don't see... Like, this is going to sound bad. I'm glad you don't see them much anymore. They sounded dog shit. They sounded like they sucked. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this thing. I take things too literally, so I often miss what other people are trying to say. Not really. Yeah. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Oh, they were? Well, I stopped seeing them because they were sexist towards your partner, so I stood up to them. Hell yeah! Fuck him up, bitch. Anyway, fuck him up. I'm proud of you for standing up to them. Even if it was for someone else, I'm still proud of you. It's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Yeah. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Yep. Get extremely upset with the way I like to do things has suddenly changed. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, when the Headpats Redeem broke, I got so upset that I physically didn't want to stream. Like, I was so gloomy that it hurt to do things, you know? I have never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship. Do they mean sex? Do they mean sex, Zach? Do they mean sex when they say intimate relationship? Because they're saying intimate and not romantic, and I don't know what they mean. I feel like they might mean sex. I'm going to assume that's what they mean. Yeah, intimate isn't romantically. See, I don't know. That's a problem. A lot of people don't know about asexuality, I guess. I didn't... Here's the thing. I don't need it. I want it. So I just... Yeah. Buttons. I don't know. We're gonna do that because I don't know about right now. I know I really didn't want a relationship when I was younger. Like, I had no interest and I didn't understand people who did. It is difficult for me to start and stop conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. Yeah, I have to say my whole thing. I have to say all my words or I get upset. I speak with a normal rhythm. Chat, do I speak with a normal rhythm? Chat, am I funny wording it? I don't know. Some of these questions have got me, like, asking people, like, is this a thing? Do I do this? I don't know. It's a mystery. What even is a normal rhythm? Exactly. I don't know what they mean. I'm going to say never true. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. Yeah. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, it's gross. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Yeah. This is an overstimulation thing, yeah. I'm an understanding type of person. Only now, though. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Yeah. I can't feel what they feel. I mean, I can, I don't like intrinsically connect to their experiences, but I relate to some facets of their personalities. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Yup. Unless you're really fucking overt, I'll never know, bitch. I can see in my mind in exact detail that things that I'm interested in. No. But I have trained myself to rotate a 3D cow in my brain. And I think that's pretty neat. I decided one day I want to be able to do that. So I sat there in my room and forced myself to visualize a cow. And then I would picture each frame of it rotating slowly, and then I would speed it up And it's just something I can do now. It's so useful. The cow is standing up. It is a classic cartoon black and white one because I didn't want to make it too difficult for myself. The thing about brown cows is they're dark brown and they would blend in into the black of my brain. No, it's not bipedal. No, it's standing on all its legs. How could you? That would actually be more difficult to rotate because I would have to be okay with it being bipedal. I keep lists of things that interest me even when they have no practical use. No, I don't. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. Yup. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yeah, I like to clarify things. Hi, Potato. Don't have a cow. But I want to have a cow in my brain. How could you, Potato? I'm being oppressed by my own chat. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. Yeah, I often assume they're bored or annoyed. But I can't actually tell. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand, and body movements when they're talking. Yeah, just do one thing. Please. Pretty please. I can only read one thing at a time. Just don't have a cow? No! Potato. I want to have a cow. You don't understand. I want to. I trained so hard to have that cow. You can't take it from me. The same thing. Yeah, the cow is required. Exactly, Zach. The same thing can feel very different to me at different times. Yeah. Hi, Shale. I'm fighting Potato because they said I'm not allowed to have a cow. How you doing? I'm doing the autism quiz. Zach is agreeing with me a lot, so I'm getting the feeling I might have autism. And we haven't even finished the quiz. Yeah, Shale's here, our favourite goth. Our favourite little goth skeleton girl. How you doing, Shale? We've had a very eventful stream today, and I'm still raring to go. I feel very comfortable dating or being in social interact situations with others. No, I usually mask, so I'm not actually comfortable. Why do you want a cow? Potato, you're just jealous that you cannot rotate a cow in your brain. I dare you, Potato, do it. Do it right now. I bet you can't. I bet you can't. You're just jealous. Yes, exactly, Shell. You too wish you could rotate a cow. Shell, you just missed it. I was talking about how I made it so that I can picture a cow in my brain and I can rotate it. And I can just do it whenever I want. I spent like at least an hour, maybe more, training myself to do it. It seems like we're going to have a lot of beef. Potato, we got beef. We got so much beef, we're never going to go hungry. Help, mine's in a bipedal T-pose. But is it rotating, Zach? That's the real question. Is the T-posing cow rotating? You're so goddamn talented. I am, aren't I? I'm so fucking talented at so many things that aren't useful. It is rotating. That's all you fucking needed. The rotating is the hard part, quite frankly, Zach. I think that's one thing that all of us in chat need to learn. All of you need to rotate a cow. That's my homework for you all. We're gonna rotate a cow. I just remembered that there's people who can't make images in their brain. You see a cow being spun in your head, it's a problem. You need help. Well, just turn it off. Flick the switch, I don't know. It's not hard. It's just like a light switch. You just go blip blip. You can make images, but it's really hard. That's why you train, Shale. The more you picture the cow, the easier it is to visualize. Yeah, homework is rotate cow. Exactly. Now, I hope none of you have access to real cows, because I can imagine something that you could do IRL, and I wouldn't be mad about it. But I would want to see a video of you rotating that IRL cow as well. It goes click. It's a nifty little trick. Exactly. You just turn off the cow whenever you want. It's not a big deal. It's no problem. You need the brain gains? Yep. Train your brain. At any given moment, make your brain do something horrific and really weird like that. Just to make sure it's working properly. I was doing a fucking quiz, weren't I, babes? Try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yeah, I used to try. I put limits on that shit now. Don't turn on cow, things will get frisky. Yeah, this isn't a... As much as I support the furries, I'm not personally doing a furry stream currently, and this isn't Fansly. Keep it together, folks. Keep it safe, gang. I've been told that I have an unusual voice. Do I? Do I have an unusual voice, chat? Do you like turning cows on? Only the furry ones. Not like the real ones, like the ones that are furries, you know? I don't hate that. Voice is lovely. Well, that's helpful, but I was more asking for the question. I appreciate it though, Zach. That's sweet. Unusual voice, for example, flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. I don't think so. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my brain and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. Yep. And I will usually just like not talk about these things, and I will get really jittery and anxious because I'm not able to talk. I do certain things with my hands over and over again. No, I don't. I'm very subdued. I think it's the masking. Wouldn't call your voice unusual. It is beautiful though. That's an interesting thing, Shale. Ever since I started streaming, I do get told that a lot, and I never realized that my voice was so charming. And it's like an extra layer of confidence to my vibe. It's very pleasant. In some ways, streaming has been absolutely good for my mental health. It's been very, very healthy for me, and I'm very happy about that. I have never been interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting. I fear this is accurate. Chat, I must tell you all a story of young Priscilla. Young Priscilla in primary school. Elementary school? What do you guys call it? Primary, elementary, tomato, you know the gist. Everyone was in to Harry Potter. Everyone was into Harry Potter. It was the thing to read. It was what everyone was reading. Everyone was obsessed. They would play like games where they would pretend to cast spells on each other and like pretend that the stick that found on the ground was like a Quidditch broom, and they would pretend to fly around and stuff. And Chad, I never liked Harry Potter. I never liked the books ever. I didn't like them ever. I never saw the appeal. I just and everyone liked them, and I was like, well, I'm glad chat approves of that. I never saw the appeal, and so I was sitting there watching all these kids, and I was like, well, I have to try it out because I want to fit in. I want people to like me, so I would try reading the books, and I would go, man, these suck. And so But then what I decided would naturally happen. I thought that naturally this would happen, just like a social norm, like a give and take, right? I thought that if I read the Harry Potter books, that they would read the books I liked. I thought that we would have this back and forth going on. They never did. No one has ever read the books I enjoy and decided to talk to me about them. No one. No one. They never read my beautiful Terry Pratchett books. And so I just gave up on reading Harry Potter when I realized that social rule wasn't a thing. And I was like, well, fuck you then. If we're not going to be, like, working with each other on this, why should I read something I don't even enjoy? Back in my day, we didn't cast spells with sticks, we just hit each other with them. Absolutely. Why didn't they just hit each other with the sticks? It's much more interesting. It makes a satisfying stock noise. I will always be annoyed about that. That's one of my good little grudges that I hold. You may have heard that I'm a good grudge holder. This is one of them. I am considered a compassionate type of person. I think so. From what you guys say about me, I am. I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. Not as much these days. I have you weirdos to make me feel more normal. It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. You had a pretty strong Harry Potter phase and now you really wish you could say you thought they sucked all along. And it's not your fault. The propaganda was everywhere. They put so much money into advertising that shit to you, girl. You were just a kid. It's not like your parents gave you any other books to read, did they? Well, any other books that were as interesting, you know? Or more interesting, at least. Yeah, it's not your fault. You were a kid. Watch the films to bond with your parents? Oh, brave. You grew up with Captain Underpants, like God intended? That's a good fucking, what a fucking good pull. Captain Underpants. It wasn't my cup of tea, but I liked how anti-authoritarian they were. I really enjoyed how much they spat on the authority, of people just because they're in position of power, you listen to them bullshit. It was really nice. Very healthy. And the art style was so silly and fun. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, I get very upset and confused. Young Zach, just like the toilet humor? Totally fair. Toilet humor never stops being funny. Some people are just lazy. The thing about toilet humor is it's still funny, guys. People just don't do it right. Okay? You gotta be interesting with it. You can't just say haha poop now. You gotta say more things. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises, like vacuum cleaners or people talking too much or too loudly. I want to do that. I want to cover my ears to block things out. But, you look weird when you do that, right? So I don't. I don't know, you can get a giggle out of me when you mention your massive cock. See, that's funny though. I know I'm being funny. I know I'm being sophisticated and interesting. I only say it when people least expect it. And I think that's what really makes it work. Society is also trying to gaslight everyone into thinking that toilet humor is lazy and unfunny. That's true. That's true. People just need... It's not hard to make jokes about gross things. What's hard is making them good jokes. Oh, I talked about my massive cock again and I got Zach going. I'm glad you appreciate it, Zach. Oh, it's a good bit, isn't it? It keeps on going. The humor of it for me I'm going to destroy him. The humor of it for me is that I'm a doll, right? I don't actually have any genitals in my character, so I could have. I like to pretend that I have attachments. So I have a massive cock. It's in my bathroom. And I just attach it when I feel like it. It is pretty good. You're not wrong. It's a great bit. I'm a comedic genius. I can chat and make small talk with people. Only true now. Very difficult when I was younger. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. Yep. Yeah, sometimes things that should feel painful are definitely not painful. One time when I was younger, I was like sitting on like a very flimsy wooden platform. Sorry. Zach is saying something funny. Sorry. My partner keeps telling me to show my bone feet for money now I do streaming, but that's just the closest to not safe for work than joke. It's just bones. You could say. I'm trying to make a joke about boning. And like sex. There's something there. There's something to it. I don't have it right now, but there's something to it, Zach. Hold on to that concept. But yeah, when I was younger at school, there was this really shoddy wooden platform. I don't know why it was never fixed. It was disgusting. And I was sitting on it. We were just hanging out there. And the bell rang. So I was like, oh, it's time for class. So I sort of pushed myself off to jump off. And there was a nail jutting out. Because there were nails jutting out of the whole thing. There was nails all over it, just jutting out, willy-nilly. And it caught my skin and ripped the whole of my leg skin off. So much leg skin. So much leg skin just off of it. And it didn't hurt. Now, you may say, Priscilla, there's not a lot of nerves in the leg. And you're right. But it's still very weird that it didn't hurt, didn't it? A lot of things don't hurt, actually. And then other things do hurt. And it's very funny. So I walked out. It's fine. I could walk quite fine. I walked to the nurse's office and they patched me up. It was a bleeder. It was a very good bleeder. And my friends were panicking. And I was like, but I can walk. I can go to the nurse's office. They'll either fix it or they'll send me home to go to the doctors. Problem solved. It's no biggie. But like, there are things that should feel painful, but are just not, you know? Yeah, exactly. In the question it says, for instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on the stove. Yeah. Sometimes when I've burnt myself, it hasn't actually hurt. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk or listen. Yeah. I've gotten very good at just butting in because my friends can be quite chatty. So I just butt right in. And they seem to be okay with it. I am considered a loner by those who know me best. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty good at being a loner, yeah. Again, the normal tone thing. What does that mean? What does that mean? Anyway. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small changes in my routine upset me. Chat, I'm going to tell you something. As someone who doesn't have a job and kind of just puts all her work energy into stream work, I don't really have a routine. So, it actually irritates me when things are the same every single day. I was very, very infuriated when I had to go to school. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. It is. I don't know how I'm doing it. I don't know how I do it. It seems to be working. but I don't know what I'm doing that's working, you know? If things are different, it upsets you. That's totally fair. Change is scary. Change is scary for a lot of humans. A very normal human trait to be upset by change. Same, you're a creature of habit. Yeah, very normal, very normal. It's like a safety net to have a routine, you know? But I'm an odd little beast. I like not having routines. Although playing certain video games regularly could be considered a routine. Actually, if I think about it from that framework, I do like making sure that I play specific video games on a routine basis. That makes sense. That does check out, actually. That's a routine, isn't it? Can't me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed? No, I get dizzy really easily. Priscilla the doll doesn't get dizzy, but IRL Priscilla does. Priscilla the doll doesn't have an inner ear, so she's fine, but the IRL Priscilla gets dizzy so easily. The phrase "he wears his heart on his sleeve" does not make sense to me. No, because I treat idioms like puzzles. I already know this one. Find a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises or bright lights. I feel anxious or frightened. Yeah, I get very worn out too. The worst place in the world is the perfume aisle. I can tell when someone says one thing that means something else. Sometimes. I like to... actually, no, I can't. I tell a lie. Sometimes I have to go back and correct on the things I think I know. Because I'm like, are you masking? Are you telling an honest answer? Or are you masking, you know? I like to be by myself as much as I can. Yeah, I like being alone. It's nice. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are on filing cards, and I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one, or another unique way. No! No, I don't. It's a mess in there. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or soft, even though I know it has not changed. Yep. I think... How many questions are there? Hang on. 80. And we're on... Hang on. We're on 72. We're nearly there, chat. We'll make it out alive. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. Yeah. I do like eating and talking. Yes, we're nearly there. We're gonna make it out of this one, Zach. We're gonna survive. I can't tolerate things I dislike. I don't like to be hugged or held. Yeah. For a while, I got, like, jealous of other people being, like, held and stuff. And I thought, why didn't they do that to me? I also want to be normal. But now, looking back, it was like me going, normal people get hugged, you know? But I don't actually like being hugged. Hugs are so lovely. They can be, but I don't like being hugged regularly, you know? If I'm just in like a very distressed state, it may be something I enjoy. But generally it's not my cup of tea. When I go somewhere I have to follow a familiar route or I can get very confused and upset. Yeah, I can get very scary. What if I'm lost? Oh no! You have to be in a certain mood for it. Sometimes they're constricting. Yeah, they can be scary. Like, a while back, I tried out a weighted blanket, right? Because people say it's relaxing. I got so scared, guys. I got so scared. I thought I was going to be crushed by the thing. And it was the lightest version, too. I was so scared that I was going to be crushed and I would never get out. It's that sort of thing, you know? It's difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult and confusing. I like to have close friends. But I don't know. I think I do. Me and my brother share a lot of hugs. Aw, that's sweet. I'm glad you have such a close friendship. Relationship? Friendship? I don't know how people talk about brothers. I have 2 brothers and I don't know how normal people do it. I have my older brother. He can be difficult, but I like him. And I have my younger brother. And I call him my baby brother and I scruffle his hair. Oh shit, hi Slaco! What's up, man? How are you doing? What were you up to? I saw that you were doing in the retro category. What was retro's not a game. What were you doing? Oh, Skies of Arcadia still. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with that. That's really cool. Oh, Zach, you don't talk to your siblings? They can't all be great, unfortunately. I'm glad you don't have to put up with them though. Hi, we're yeah, all-time favorite game. Yes, I got that impression from you. I did. Oh, you have 2 sisters, Shale? I have 2 brothers. I have no sisters. I think I would have been a terrible sister for another sister. I don't think it would have worked out. I don't have the social wherewithal to be sisterly. But you arrived just in time, Sloko. We're about to finish the autism quiz. We're going to find out if I truly have autism. You might look for a bit, have fun quizzing. Oh, good. Rest well, babe. You're the youngest between your sister and brother? Oh, you're the young one. You gave me a cow? What does that mean? Potato, did you put something in the Discord? You gave me a cow? Guys! Potato gave me a cow! And it's a nice scruffy one too. Oh, it's one of those Highland ones. Ah! It's such a good cow. Thank you for Potato. Oh, I love it. I'm going to save that. Once I am free from stream, I'm going to put that in my little folder and keep it forever. Forever! People tell me that I give too much detail. No, but I am detail-oriented. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. I did, for a time, yes. Chat, if you also want to see a beautiful, lovely cow, go to my Discord and look in the fan art section. It's so cute. It's such a great cow. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. When I was younger, I did. I wasn't very wise and with it. Oh. What do my scores mean? Okay, so my total is 147. I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone so I can refer it to the details. Hang on. It's been so long since you checked the fan art section that you got flashbanged. It's very silly. Where's the picture? Here we go. My total. Okay. Mean score of autistic people. Strong evidence for autism. Guys. We got strong evidence for autism. Let's go. Let's fucking go. statements per subscales. Oh, I don't know what this means. But we got strong evidence for autism. Let's fucking go. Not beating the autism allegations. I am not. And I'm okay with that. I'm pleased with that, actually. I mean, no single test is conclusive, but this is the best online quiz I can use to figure this out. God, that was pretty good. We've had a great quiz day so far. We've got 3 more. 3 more, gang. We've got the Mensa quiz, the IQ challenge. I'm not going to do very well on that. I have feelings about the concept of IQ and the sort of way we rank it and how it works and all that shit. And I have a soapbox I could get on about it. Makes sense. You have it and feel a lot of kinship. That's so sweet, Shale. That's really nice to say. Let's get the Mensa IQ challenge out of the way. Oh, hey again, Lady Cat. How you doing? Just read on Facebook. I almost lost at the Disney store today. Why? I watch your father very firmly tells this little boy, no, you can't have that Rapunzel dress. The boy was near tears until his dad continued, that one's way too small, let's find your size. Oh, you got me. You got me with the switcheroo, Lady Cat. Oh. You got me with the switcheroo on that one. Eventually, the little boy decided against the dress and with his dad's blessing picked out a tiara instead because it's better for every day. Parenting, this guy's doing it right. That's adorable. I think I've read that story before way back in the day, but it's just such a nice one. It's cute. It's a bit of an Una reverse story though, isn't it? It's quite funny. Okay. Now, I have feelings about the IQ test. Basically, it was made by white, able-bodied, elite men for themselves. So it's pretty shit at reading anything. It's like BMI. It's not good. It doesn't actually accurately read data as well. But I won't lie, when I was younger, my older brother took the IQ test and he got a really good score. And that made me really annoyed. Because I'm smart too. Why didn't I get to take the quiz for realsies? I got jealous a lot when I was a kid. So the test consists of 35 puzzles in the form of visual patterns that must be solved within a 25-minute time limit. Oh boy, time? They're gonna time us? Of course they are, the bitches. Participation requires neither specialized knowledge nor mathematical skills. Oh, thank God. I don't want math skills to be a factor in this. Oh. Puzzles which get progressively difficult are weighted equally, so you get a point for each correct answer. You do not get bonus points for finishing the test early, so try to manage your time optimally. I won't. I never do that. Also, you are not penalized for guessing incorrectly, so make a guess whenever you're unsure. Okay, let's give this a go, gang. You see a grid of 9 boxes, one of which is empty. You have to choose which of the boxes, 6 alternate shapes, must be placed in the empty box in order to complete the pattern. As you can see, all the shapes in this grid are black. So the correct answer is B. Hey. Sorry, chat. This may not be a very chatty stream. Quiz, rather. I gotta lock in. We're locking in, gamers. No worries, lock yourself in. Thank you, Shale. I appreciate it. I don't like these dots. The dots make me baffled. They're difficult to follow. I'm gonna have to just... Yes. What's the... What is the pattern? Oh, I don't know this pattern. Huh. I'm squinting. I'm squinting with concentration. And burping because I had energy drink. But that's irrelevant. I won't lie, chat. I have moved on from trying to decipher every single picture. And I'm clicking the options that aren't present in the pyramid. In the graph. Is it a cheat? Maybe. Oh my god. What if they put Lost JPEG in this one? They can't, but what if they did? That would be so silly. My strategy is failing. The repeated images have vanished. Wappa that true. Wappa that true. Go, you go, big guy. Wappa. What if I hit finish because I'm just tired of this bullshit? No, I want to be done. Leave me alone. Oh, I got 88. Of course I'm lower than the average. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not looking at that anymore. We're doing something interesting. Fuck that shit. Hey guys, we're doing the BDSM quiz now. Hee hee. Hee hee. I promise I'm not a robot. Gender, non-binary. 20 to 30. I'm not in America. Leave me alone. You are not the norm. No, I'm not asexual. Da da da. Oh. Again, interesting now. The IQ quiz annoyed me. Now we get to do something interesting. To what extent you do agree with each statement? I like to be dominated, especially in the bedroom. No. I like receiving pain during sex, so BDSM and seeing the result of it. No. I prefer making the sexual decisions for my partner as this gives me more control. Yes. I like forcing my partner into submission much more than them submitting spontaneously. Yeah. I would like to have sex with multiple people. No, that's a lot of work, babes. I don't want people watch me being naked or having sex. Not really. Don't like making sexual decisions. I prefer to make people. No. I am willing to try anything once, even if no. Physically restricting me. Yeah, sure, it's a bit fun. I could be totally helpless and at my partner's disposal. No. I think for larger age differences. Hi, Nexus! Hi! Hi, you arrived just in time for the quizzes to stop being safe for work. We literally started with a Pokemon personality quiz, and you missed that. And then we did the autism quiz, and you missed that. And then we did the Mensa IQ quiz, and we did that for like a little bit, and then I got really annoyed, and I stopped. And now you arrived just in time for the naughty quizzes. Congratulations. Your timing is impeccable. I don't really like being a pet, no. No respect? No. I want respect, thank you. The reason why sticks... disagree. Let's keep that shit private, thanks. I'm not really a voyeuristic sort of character. Romantic aspect in a relationship much more important. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have it. I like to serve in a formal setting with explicit... Ooh. I mean, if I'm in charge, sure. I'd like to be the one in charge is the thing. Sure, why not? I think I would like to try an existing couple. Getting to learn what the doll is into is not on my list, but I'm all for it. I'm curious. Very fair, Nexus. This was a Subathon reward stream idea, and I was like, we could do some very fun ones, some very silly, not safe for work quizzes, and then we could do the naughty ones at the end. And I thought that would be a fun idea. Yeah, I've been thinking about... Oh, thank you for the head pats. I've been considering doing a poly situation recently. Being physically restrained. No! Stop trying to ask us if I'm a sub. I'm not. And no, stop it. I don't have any sort of specific fetish or non-standard sexual turn-on. Yeah. Like it says... Yeah, I don't want to be... no. Be completely tied up? No. No. They keep asking if I'm a subby. And I'm not. Oh. Yes. Fear in my partner's eyes, yes. Oh. No, stop it! So many questions asking if I'm submissive. Oh, there's a good one. Treating my partner with little to no respect during sex arouses me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The thing with my... Here's the deal. with my sort of relationship to my sexuality. I don't get horny in the traditional way. I like the idea of dominating someone and having control. And like... Hi, Tushy. You were lurking and you finally noticed. And like... giving them a good time, so to say. Being the one who has the power to have an effect on them, you know? I'm not traditionally interested in sex, but, you know, I like the... some of the hierarchical benefits I could enjoy. If you could understand that. Tushy, they keep giving me questions asking if I'm a subby little sub. And it's crazy. Yeah, she did take the quiz. A lot of us actually took the quiz on a movie night one time. And this is actually my second time taking the quiz. I thought I would treat you all to me taking it again live on stream. No, not really a lot of sexual fantasies. Oh, no, I don't want to do the child stuff. No. Child play stuff. No. No. No, I only dumb, thank you. You took it recently as well? Oh, ho, Nexus, do share. What did you get? Spill the tea. I'm going to try to turn it fair for me. It's part of the risk. Yeah. Pee. This one's so funny because I did ask Discord if I should get like a cage for the chat box recently, and they were okay with it. They weren't opposed to the concept. Very much a dom. My man! I'm shaking your hand. I'm understanding you. We are vibing. It's a very fun quiz. Yeah, Tushy is a switch. We went through, there was like a period of time where everyone was making fun of her and saying she was a bottom. I see the switch in her, absolutely. It was a funny bit for like a second and then it just kept going and I was like, okay, this is getting annoying. If I could not fulfill all of my partner's sexual desires, I would encourage them to. Yeah, absolutely. I'm okay with a poly situation. As long as the emotional relationship is still alive. Animalistic ways during sex? No, not really. If part of my sexual desire is not fulfilled. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, this is different. I would want to see other people. No, I'm good. I feel like a predator hunting its prey. Yeah, it's pretty fun. No, do not be parental. No, that's gross. Enjoy watching other people? Not really. I like my partner to submit to me 24/7. No, that sounds like a lot of work, bitch. Completely in charge in the bedroom? No. If I could make some money from selling. I don't know. Yeah, I was just saying, I didn't realize you were an ad, Tushy. I was just saying that there was like a time where everyone's like making fun of you for being a bottom, and it was like funny for half a second, and then I was like, and then it was kind of, the feeling for me was kind of like, okay, it was a funny bit, but it's no longer funny. It's just like a bit that you guys are running into the ground. No. Talking about someone's dominant. No. Yes. Do you want a partner place? No, I don't want a pet partner. Furry is different. A furry is different to a pet partner, I must say. In charge in the bedroom, yeah. Tortured? No. Want to leave everything? No, I'm good. Being plain? Yeah. No. Yeah. Streamer 2 streamer, I know all too well, but people running a bit into the ground. Back when I had a black and white colour scheme, keep being Colour Panda. Oh, that's so annoying, Nexus. I'm sorry. I seem to have cultivated a community where if I tell them to stop, they will simply stop, which is very lucky. But I completely understand when people just don't know when to stop. It's annoying. As soon as someone says stop it, I have to be like, I kind of want to be like, is this a real stop it or is this a joking stop it? And if they say real, I'm just kind of like, okay, and that's it. That's the end of it. It ain't gotta be a big thing to stop being annoying, and stop messing with someone like that. You know. It was alright. They ain't gotta know the truth. Yeah, it was all good. We kind of got out of that era of saying that to Tushy. I think everyone else got bored of it. Degrade and humiliate my partner? Yeah. No, I don't want to be a parent. Ugh. Torturing someone? Yes. No, I don't want to submit to my partner. Ew. Just save me in it. Yes, address me as a superior. Yes. Thank you. To meet more like... No, I'm good. Wow! What a surprise! What a surprise, chat. What a fucking shock. You can't see? Huh? Oh, it's tiny. Hang on. There we go. What a fucking surprise. What a fucking surprise, chat. What a shock. We're all amazed. Yeah, shock for real. You get it, Tushy. We are all amazed and aghast at this news. Never would have seen this from Priscilla. Yeah, Nexus, it's honestly the biggest revelation of my whole personality. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Oh my god. We have one more quiz for today. We have the race purity quiz. This is going to be interesting as a follow-up for members of the preferred sex. It's an interesting follow-up after the BDSM one. Held hands romantically? Yeah. Been a date? Yeah. I'm not really a dancer. Yeah, bleh. So what you're going to find out is I'm actually not very experienced. Who's kissing family members on the lips? Girl, I don't know how to tell you this, but some cultures are kind of weird. Some people are kind of weird. Yeah, it happens. And they think it's just platonic, too. They think it's normal. That's such a funny way to say it. Ingested someone else's genital secretion. Just say it. Just say jizz. Oh, hey, Lady Cat. I just read this on Facebook. If you carve a pumpkin in September, it's called premature ejac-jack-o'-lantern. That's good. That's great. I love that. Oh my god, guys. Guys, I have ingested alcohol in a non-religious context on multiple occasions. In fact, I have never ingested alcohol in a religious context. It's always been non-religious, guys. I don't know how to tell you this. I know. I don't know how I'll ever come back from this omission. It's bad. It's what's gonna really stop me from, Does pissing on a hiking trail count? I think it does. Yeah. It was fun. Hey guys, I have to recommend just going to see a stripper at least once. It's very fun. Just a good life experience, in my opinion. Oh, do not have sexual intercourse in a swimming pool or hot tub. The germs, girls. The germs, girls, are not worth it. 4 or more positions. 4 or more, you know. Reasonable numbers. You're thinking real hard. Tushy's taking the quiz herself. She's really thinking about it. What, the hot tub or pool bit? You've done that? Girl, I hope you cleaned yourself up a lot afterwards. You can get some really nasty germs from that. Oh, okay. I don't know what you're talking about then. No, thank God. That's where we draw the line. That's where we draw the line in the Priscilla room. Do not have sex in a body of water. That's where we draw the line. Oh, more than 4 positions. Oh, well, good job. That's impressive. Yeah. I'll calculate my score. 83. Is that good? I don't know. You don't recommend upside down? Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. Not gonna lie, that doesn't sound very fun. Why did I get nostalgic about running from the cops, but I don't count being detained as arrested? So here's the thing. Being detained is different to being arrested because, like, being arrested is, like, officially putting something on your criminal record. Being detained is they're just holding you for a bit. That's one of my shames, is that I've never been arrested. One day, though. If I'm lucky. Every decent queer person has been arrested for something subversive at some point. And I think that, yeah. Well, Tishy, I think that's probably a good thing. Just for your own safety. I'd probably prefer if you didn't get arrested, Tishy, not gonna lie. Oh my god, that's all the quizzes I had planned today. Thank you for showing up. We're in for almost 3 hours. Dang. I was a chatty catty today. Thank you for joining me, y'all. It was a lot of fun. We found out that I am a Pokemon. That I can be a Pokemon. We found out that they gave me an ugly one, and then we looked at all the various ones that also were options, and we went, that one's cute. I'm taking that one. I'm ignoring the ugly ones. And then we took the autism quiz, and it said, you probably have autism, and I was like, yippee! And then we took the BDSM quiz, and it says, yeah, and it was like, yeah, you're really, really dominant. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then we took the rice purity quiz, and it was like, here's your number. Good job. You're only interested in doing that kind of thing behind closed doors. Totally fair. It's not, a lot of people just aren't comfortable being out in the open with that kind of thing. That's very normal. You were at an adult store yesterday and brought 2 books, Trans Sex and Guide for Adults and Lesbian Sex 101 Positions. Good job! Those are very good books to have, I imagine. I hope you have a lot of fun with them. We're going to find someone to raid now, though, because I haven't got anything else planned. Thank you for joining me all. This was one of the subathon rewards, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you for the new followers, Lady Cat and Queer Cryptid. It was lovely having you join us. And yes, Comrade Mudkips also. Discord? Yes, here you go. Here you go, Lady Cat. It is an 18 plus Discord. We do get a bit horny in there. Very normal. But it's all, we try to keep it very safe though. No kids in there, don't worry. We make sure of that. And yeah, all the horny. We're big fans of horny. I'm not personally a very horny person, but as any self-righteous, as any morally accurate person should be, I support the porn and horny stuff because it is a sign that people are doing what they like. And it's important for people to not just be societally appropriate, you know? Just followed on Blue Sky. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Oh, if you want the... Hang on. I also have a YouTube channel for my past VODs. I've been a bit... So if you want to enjoy listening to stuff when I am not streaming, that's there too. But yeah, thank you for joining us again, Lady Cat. It was magical seeing you. And head pets are out of stock. Oh no! Welcome into the Discord. Thank you for joining us, Lady Cat. I'm excited to have you with us. And again, congratulations for your 10-year anniversary. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's find someone to raid. Is there anyone I know currently live? Anyone? Anyone? Well, Vixen is live, but she's playing Rivals, and I'm not really a fan of Rivals. Let's see what's on the main page. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Oh, you also stream from time to time too? That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I know some people don't always have a lot of fun. Oh, hang on. And we've got Agrak Witch Atria. She's live right now. She's playing Warhammer 40k Darktide. I don't know a lot about Warhammer, but a lot of gay people like it, and a lot of autistic people like it. That's my audience right there. She's a cool witch lady. I found her through her Musume streams, and I enjoy her a lot. Let's go have fun and hang out with her. Thank you again for stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad it wasn't super boring. simply doing quizzes.